Now, the thing that you don't want to get is the teacher no-show. Now, if it may happen, it just sometimes things just don't work out. And if it does, don't beat yourself up. But of course, we don't want to get teacher no-shows. Those are kind of seen as the least um, acceptable or the not the best thing to have. So, the way to not get a teacher no show, first off, if you are in the classroom, make sure that you get on your phone, get on your app, and make sure that you are talking to those firemen, letting them know that you are there. So if you don't have internet access or there's something else, show them through your app. Talk with them so then they will mark it as a teacher IT instead of a teacher no show. ITs are always better than no shows. Now, other ways that we often get no shows is if we just can't wake up. So, number one, try and get more sleep. So, there's a couple ways that I talked about that in getting sleep. So, if you go to the other video, it'll give you a few pointers. And also, if anyone else has pointers on getting sleep, make sure to add them. So, that's one way, of course, is to get good sleep. Now, oftentimes we are busy, we have kids, we have lives, and so we are exhausted when we're waking up this early. So, finding out the way that you can make sure that you get up. So, I actually set at least two alarms on my phone and I set my phone across the room. Now, you could also have your alarm set on your clock in your room. You could have a bunch of different ways to make sure that you are getting up on time. Now also, make sure you're giving yourself enough time. Now, figuring out what that time frame is for you is very important because remember, you do need to make sure your system's running. You need to make sure that you are looking the way that you want to look, that you have the props that you want to have. So, whichever way that is best for you, figure out what time is that time for you. And that time is my last alarm. So I have a bunch before that because I usually hit snooze. And so then I make sure I'm up before that critical time. Now, another one is there's an app, and I'll have to look for you and get it up, that my friend uses. And you actually have to solve math problems before you can turn off your alarm. So then you actually have to wake up and do something to figure it out before it turns off. So, those are just a few ways to make sure you are up and in the classroom, not getting a teacher no show.